Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel Miracle Rhythms 1111. My name is Ritika and I'm sorry I'm not on camera today. I just had to get these readings out to you. This is going to be for your twin flame energy update because I was kind of curious, and I'm sure all of you are curious to know what's going on after this lunar eclipse, blood moon as they're calling it, is done. Today's Thursday and it's going to be tomorrow, so I just wanted to see the energies for the next week and I wanted to get this video out, but unfortunately I just didn't have the time to put myself together and come on camera. I just have a lot going on. This blood moon has really taken my energies up and down as well, and has landed me with a lot of stuff to do on my plate. So I thought I'll just concentrate on the cards and we'll take it from there and just get these energies out and see how it's going. So a couple of things that I want to just kind of quickly get into before I start the reading. One is that I am so grateful to all of you who have been ordering your personal readings with me. I just, I love all this love and support. I'm so overwhelmed with all this love and support that you've been showing me. I can't thank you enough. I'm very, very grateful. If there are more of you who'd like personal readings with me, all the information on how you can do that is in the description box below this video. So yeah, just go ahead and click that description box and just let me know. Just reach out to me via email and we can take care of readings. I do a bunch of different kind of readings, not just twin flames, but I do concentrate my channel on the twin flame journey mostly, is because I've been guided to do that, so by source, and I'm following that. Secondly, I did want to mention that this lunar eclipse is one that is very, very potent. We haven't had an eclipse this potent in the last 100 years or so. It really does require us to go within, and if you're feeling these energy shifts, it will go on for a little bit longer after the eclipse is over as well. Take care, drink lots of water, eat healthy, try and spend a lot of time with your friends, relax, try not to think too much because it can get very difficult otherwise. Once again, I just love you all so much. Thank you so much for all the love and support that you've been showing me by subscribing to my channel. I think I should start promoting my channel, but I don't do it. I just put out my videos, but even with that, all the love that you guys have been showering on me is just amazing. And also I'd like to thank you for joining me on my Facebook page by liking my Facebook page. I've started doing these daily energy. I pull either oracles or tarot cards to pull up the daily energies, and I've been getting a lot of feedback on how that's been quite accurate for a lot of people. So if you haven't gone ahead and liked my Facebook page, you can get some additional daily energies there as well. So go ahead and do that. Thank you so much again, and we'll just get into the reading. I'm using 5 different decks today for the overall energies for the Divine Masculine and Feminine. I'm using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland, Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. I'm also using the Arcanum Tarot by Los Carabio, which is going to be the main deck to open up the reading after I use the John Holland deck. And to clarify that, by Los Carabio as well, I'm using the Thelema deck. I've been working with these decks for a couple of weeks now, and I've just found that these energies in these decks, the divination is just so strong. I've connected with them very, very fast and very, very well. Also, for the romance side of things, which you know I like to do, I am using the Whispers of Love by Alana Fairchild, and we'll close up the reading with some fortune cards. It's called the Findi Seiko Kipper cards, fortune telling Kipper cards by Shiro Marchetti, and that is these little cards right over here. They really kind of show me. I've been working with this for about a week. These are all new decks for me, but I have been working for a week with these, and it took me a little while to kind of connect with the energies, but once I did, they really kind of open up more than what meets the eye sometimes, so I'm going to use them for a little bit of fortune telling, and let's see what Spirit has to tell us through these cards about future energies. So once again, thank you very much for joining me on this channel for this reading, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start. So let's just pull one card each for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine for overall energies for the week of, this is going to be for the week of July 30th through August 5th. We're still in the eclipse season, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull a couple of cards here. Please let me know overall energies for Divine Masculine for the week of July 30th through August 5th. All energies. There we have it. Ooh, love abounds. This is the Ace of Cups in the traditional tarot, and this talks about new love, self-love, new emotions. It also talks about a start of an emotional relationship, an intimate relationship, or start of self-love, beginning to understand what self-love is about. And this also talks about start of a spiritual journey. This talks about opening up your spiritual journey and starting to kind of understand. That is in the traditional tarot for sure. You know, getting these spiritual epiphanies, you know, the start of a long spiritual journey. But in this deck, because this deck is specifically about love and relationships, and this is about new love, so when we clarify and when we open up the tarot, we'll know more about it. But that's the overall energy for this week for the Divine Masculines. It's quite exciting, isn't it? I know that a lot of my viewers are Divine Feminines, so I'm sure you're getting really excited looking at this right now. This is the overall energy for the Divine Masculine. And I'm going to pull one for the Divine Feminine. What's the overall energy for Divine Feminine? We have a card here. Ooh, we have one. The Divine Masculine has one, and the Divine Feminine has one as well. I hope you can see that card, and it's not too, you know, I think the whites are kind of burning out in these cards. But this is it's called Strengthening Bonds. This is about emotions, by the way. You know, this deals with emotions, and this deals with the physical reality. This is the 3D physical reality. I hope you can see these. I don't know if you can. I'm sorry if you can't see them. There we go. I'm sure. It's called Strengthening Bonds. This is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is the start of a new something that is stable. This is the start of you know, strengthening, stabilizing the relationship. You know, start of a new relationship that has security, that has you know, strong bonds, and you know, it has stability and security, and something that's long term, something that's very earthly, very real. And 1 that is like 11. So just to start off the reading, that's pretty amazing. People, the collective that I'm picking up on, So I'm guessing that we'll open up and we'll see with the tarot what it has to say. But I'm guessing that this lunar eclipse has really made a difference. New love, the start of an emotional relationship, love abounds, and a strong relationship for the divine feminine. She's feeling like strengthening that bond she's already feeling, and this is about the physical reality, right? It may or may not happen this week, but it is definitely the start, right? It is also the start of this is also talking about an opportunity. If I take the traditional meaning of this from the traditional tarot, the Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity, a new start in money, a new windfall of money straight from God, straight from the heavens. So and I do know that a lot of divine feminines, including myself, we've been focusing on building new, looking at new horizons, building new opportunities, and kind of branching off into various different avenues to start something fresh, something exciting, something new. And yeah, that's what this is. So that is the divine feminine. And that is 11. I'm so excited about the start of this reading. At the bottom of the deck, we have reach out. So this is the combined energy for the divine masculine and divine feminine for this week. And reach out is the three of, this card is the three of pentacles in the traditional tarot. And that is about building something together. So this can very well be that with this strengthening bonds, you start something new with your divine masculine as well, for those of you who are thinking of working together as well. But if not, this is just start of a new start of something new and stable in this relationship, right? This is reaching out, pretty much reaching out. So one or both of you might reach out to the other to talk and discuss and take things forward, even if it's just in friendship, even if it's just to kind of start something up. So let's see what the tarot has to say. So this is the Arcanum Tarot by Lo Scarabeo. Scarabeo, I can never pronounce his name, but yeah, let's just see. I'm going to break this down into mind space, heart space, spirituality, and the physical reality. So I'm going to pull 4 cards and then we'll clarify. So please tell me the mind space. Please show me the mind space of divine masculine for the week of July 30th. Well, we have 2 cards and both come out in the reverse here, right? And it is the 4 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, right? These are the 2 cards. So it's the Knight of Pentacles first and the 4 of Pentacles, both in reversed. This talks about, let's just talk about the Knight of Pentacles first. So the Knight of Pentacles is an energy, you could be dealing with an earth sign as well. But the Knight of Pentacles is someone who is overcautious, right? When he's in reverse, he's generally very cautious, and he's very slow. It's someone you've been waiting for a very long time to come around. And he's moving, but he's moving like very, very slowly. But when he's reversed, he's like even slower. He's very cautious. He plans everything. He doesn't want to go wrong, and that's great, because I do sense that divine masculines don't want to go wrong this time around, and they don't want to, like, they are overthinking. They're being very cautious. This is in their mind space, mind you. They are too cautious. When it's in the reverse, this is talking about a little bit too much caution, right? That slows them down even more. So in their mind space, they do want to come forward and offer the stability, something secure, something stable, right? But the problem is that they're being a little bit too cautious about the situation currently in their mind. They're overthinking it, you know, and just becoming too slow in their mind space, right? And we also have the Four of Pentacles here in the reverse, which talks about you know, they've been holding on to something too much, like they've been holding on. This is, you know, and these are both pentacle cards, so they could be really kind of still in their mind, in their earthly energy. We do have two earth, physical reality kind of cards, two earthly cards in the John Holland deck as well, in the overall energies. But this is about finally letting go, finally not the kind of letting go which talks about just kind of moving on and letting go, but this talks about finally kind of opening up a little bit, whether it's regarding their earthly possessions and their money. I hope you can see those cards. I'm so sorry if you have this big glare on it, but yeah, this is the Four of Pentacles in reverse talks about you know, opening up. To me, it is always about kind of opening up, letting go of something that you've been holding too close and holding too tight. You know, it could be material possessions as well. So even though he is in his you know, materialistic kind of, you know, in his mind, with his work and his money and his material possessions, if he's still in that base chakra sort of energy, right, he's finally kind of letting go of that, or he's also kind of opening up, right, like not holding it so close to his heart, you know, and securing himself too much, kind of opening up a little bit in his mind there, right? So let's go ahead and see what's happening in the heart space. Please tell me what's happening in the heart space for the Divine Masculine. For the Divine Masculine heart space. Please tell me about the heart space. Divine Masculine heart space. Please tell me about the Divine Masculine's heart space. There we have it. Ooh. Too many cards. I'm just going to take this first card that kind of popped up. This is the Two of Pentacles. So for some of you, not all of you, the Divine Masculine in his heart space is definitely, and I'm getting this for a very few of you, but it could be a karmic situation too. So yeah, maybe more of you as well, is trying to balance two energies here, right? Could be two people, but in his heart space, it's still the Pentacles. So I'm really getting that the Divine Masculine so far is definitely in, although the overall energy is about, you know, a new love. This could also be self-love, but in the heart space, the Divine Masculine is trying to balance things out, right? And when we clarify, we'll know more. But he is trying to balance things out before the ships come in. Like there are ships that are coming in at the back. If you can see closely in this card, I don't know if you can see, there are ships that are about to come in, and he's doing the balancing act right now, trying to balance. This could be balance in his income. This can also be balancing two people, right? Juggling two people right now. One could be you and one could be someone else. And also the Divine Masculine, for those of you who are watching, this is also just trying to find a balance in life. Just trying to find a balance in his heart space, you know, so that he can embrace this new love that he's feeling, right? So let's see what's going on in the spiritual aspect. Please tell me. There we have it. Ooh, the spiritual aspect, the Divine Masculine. So this is definitely about love. I don't see this as being about spirituality, because here we have the same card in reverse, This is the Ace of Cups reversed. I don't know if you can see it. All the whites are burning out. But yeah, this is the Ace of Cups in reverse. This to me is about, spiritually, if we're talking about spiritual, the divine masculine feels like there is no, he's feeling new love, but he probably feels like there is no new love here with the divine feminine. Either he feels like she's moved on, or he feels like, he's definitely feeling the love, because that is the overall energy. But he's probably feeling like there is no start in this new relationship, or he may have lost this opportunity that was handed to him by God. Spiritually, he's not being able to feel that. Now, the Ace of Cups to me is about self-love as well, and more often than not, it tends to be about self-love. And it's possible that spiritually he's feeling void. He's not feeling like, he's spiritually, he's not feeling self-love, right? He's not really feeling the self-love currently. So take it how it resonates and leave the rest. For some of you, it's he's probably feeling spiritually, he's not feeling the connection with the divine feminine, or he's probably feeling like, the divine, he's lost this opportunity. Spiritually, he's beginning to understand, maybe divine feminines, you offered your cup to your divine masculine already, and he didn't take it then, and now he feels like he's lost it. He's lost that opportunity, right? This is unrequited love as well. So he feels like his love is not requited. This is spiritually, this is what he's sensing, he's feeling. And in the physical reality, in the 3D, what is he feeling? Ooh, reaching out. Didn't we talk about the overall energy of reaching out? And I didn't know who it was, whether the divine masculine or the feminine are going to reach out. So this is the same card. In the physical reality, he wants to work with you. He wants to build something with you. He wants teamwork here, right? He wants to make this happen. This is also about putting dedicated effort towards something, but that's more of the Eight of Pentacles. He has a lot of Pentacle cards here. So he's definitely trying to build something in the physical reality, maybe so he can come up as the, provide that stability and security, because that's what masculines really do, right? Provide the physical security and stability in a relationship, right? The reality and the spiritual aspect is really what the feminine kind of brings in. But here in this card, in the physical reality, whatever is happening in the mental space, the heart space, but in the physical reality, maybe he feels like, he's lost that opportunity, and divine is telling him that, because he's getting that through, his spiritual epiphanies, maybe in meditations and things like that. He's probably realizing that he's lost an opportunity. There's unrequited love here. So he wants to build something. He wants to go ahead and have some sort of teamwork. He wants to work with you on building this, right? It could be, for those of you who are thinking of some sort of work with your divine masculine, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about this. I don't know if that's going to help, but maybe a little bit, right? It's just burning out. The whites are burning out, the light colors. But this is the Three of Pentacles, and he is wanting to he's wanting to kind of work together. He's wanting to build something together with you. This is also being appreciated for the work that he has already put in, so that could be it as well. Let's see where the divine feminine is in her heart, mind space, the divine feminine's mind space. Okay, so we have two here. Again, in the mind space, a lot of thoughts going on. So the divine feminine has a pentacle card as well, but the first card here is the Nine of Wands in reverse. So the divine feminine definitely wants to strengthen bonds. She wants this new start, something that's secure, something that's stable. But what's happening is that she doesn't really have, with this Nine of Wands reversed, she's beginning to just lose the determination now. I think she's waited too long, and in her mind space she's just kind of, you know, the 9 is almost the end of the journey, right? And when this card is upright, it talks about having the determination to pull through till the end, right, to complete that cycle. But it's in the reverse, so she's kind of losing that determination, and she doesn't really have the determination to kind of come forward and want to, you know, end the cycle or just complete this journey, because, you know, she feels tired. She's really tired. She is exhausted waiting for this, and you know, and maybe she's birthing something new with, you know, strengthening herself. She's strengthening the bond with herself here, but she's losing that determination, right? And along with that, we also have the Page of Pentacles upright. So it's possible that you know, she's this is about focusing. This can be about a message for sure, you know, wanting to offer her pentacle, you know, her pentacle, offering something secure. She's wanting in her mind, she's hoping. This is also an apology to me. This is also about an apology. So either she's waiting on an apology, right, because she doesn't really have the determination to kind of move forward and complete the cycle, but either she's waiting on an apology, or she's waiting on some sort of a message of security, a message of starting something new, stable, secure. You know, it's but this could also be her wanting to give this message. But if it's not a message, right, for some of you it could definitely be a message, and when we clarify we'll realize if it is or if it isn't a little bit more. It definitely could be, you know, in her mind she's thinking about this pentacle, she's thinking about this apology, she's thinking about this message coming in from her divine masculine. She's waiting on that. I mean, she doesn't have the determination to move forward and do it because she's concentrating on herself. But this also, the Page of Pentacles also, to me, it also talks about, you know, focusing, putting dedicated focus towards what you're doing, right? Like everything that you're doing. So in her physical reality, if she's working on something, this could also talk about her putting dedicated focus, doing, learning, researching, doing all that kind of work, you know, the early stages of birthing something new, because she is birthing something new with the Ace of Pentacles overall energy, right? So let's just go ahead and see what's happening in the heart space of the Divine Feminine. What's going on in the heart space of the Divine Feminine? It's too many. It's too many. But yeah, oh. But she's thinking about her Divine Masculine in her heart. She's trying to remember the happy times. She's having nostalgia. This is also about thinking about childhood, but and this is also about reciprocity, equal give and take from the heart, right, in the matters of the heart. So she's hoping in her heart, she's kind of waiting for that equal balance, you know. If she's offering, she's made that offer, she's kind of hoping that that same kind of love is reciprocated by her Divine Masculine. But to me, this is just nostalgia, right? And this is also the soulmate card. So she already knows in her heart that this is a soulmate, this is a twin flame, this is, you know, this is a past life connection. And in her heart space, she's very clear about that. She definitely has a lot of love for her Divine Masculine, but in her heart space, which the Divine Masculine obviously feels like he's lost. But she may be moving on. That's a fact, right? Like she's concentrating on her work, and she's thinking in her heart space. She's still kind of in nostalgia, right? She's thinking about the happy times that they've spent together. So let's see what's going on in the spiritual aspect. Where is the Divine Masculine spiritually for this week? Coming up. Where is the Divine Feminine spiritually? Where is she spiritually? That's too many. I can't take that. We got a card here. It's the Five of Wands. Sorry, the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is about wanting to win at any cost. This is also about wanting a resolution, wanting a compromise. This card to me is always about compromise as well. So spiritually, she is being guided to compromise. She is in a state of compromise. I mean, if the Divine Masculine was to come forward, she would find a win-win situation for both, right? She would be able to find a resolution to whatever this problem is, because she's been guided towards all of the resolutions. She already knows, you know, spiritually, she knows what's going on with the Divine Masculine as well. So she could, I mean, she's wanting to compromise, but she's also, you know, she's wanting a compromise here, and she's being guided by spirit to compromise, but she's wanting to win at any cost, right? I mean, she's not wanting to lay those swords down and be like, you know, this is about wanting to win at any cost, right? So she's really, to me, she's putting in all the effort that she can spiritually to kind of do what needs to be done to be able to have a win in this situation, a win-win in this situation, right? So that's a good energy spiritually, I feel. And in the physical reality, please tell me, where is the Divine Feminine in the physical reality? A lot of stuff wants to come out, but there's 3 cards here. And I'm going to take them all, right? In the physical reality, she's willing to fight for this connection. She is willing to put in the work that is necessary, right? She is willing to guard what she has built. She's the last man standing. She will be the last man standing. She's one against the six wands here. So she's willing to put in whatever effort she needs to put in to make this happen, right? She is willing to fight for this. Also with that, we have whatever conflict and confusion and you know, whatever kind of conflict, confusion in a physical reality as well as inside of herself, internal, external conflict that she's been going through, these she's putting that to rest. She's coming out of that conflict, inner conflict, external conflict, whatever's been happening in the physical reality. This is the physical reality space. So, you know, she's maybe in her career, maybe in her, you know, in her relationships, she's been going through this, you know, she's been going through this struggle as well, and she's putting that to rest finally, right? And she doesn't want to fight anymore, but she's willing to fight for this connection. She's willing to guard you know, what she's built, whatever work she's already done in this connection. You know, she's not willing to give that up. She doesn't have the determination in her mind, but she's finding it in the physical reality, and she's working. You know, she's still going. That's what I'm getting from these cards. But unfortunately, in the physical reality, her wishes are not coming true this week. You know, her wishes are not coming true. She may be looking for communication or whatever the situation is. Her wishes are not really coming true. This is the 9 of Cups reversed. The Divine Feminine could be delving into a lot of drinking. This card to me, when it's in the reverse, is, you know, too much drinking as well. You know, using and drinking, that kind of stuff. But this is also not feeling very happy. So she's not in her happy space, but she's definitely willing to fight for whatever this is, right? So that is what we have. I know you cannot see the cards, so I'm just gonna move this over here so maybe you can see the Divine Feminine's cards here, right? I don't know if you can still see the cards. We're going to clarify, right? So let's just go ahead and do that. At the bottom of the deck here, we have the Hierophant. So this to me is always about delving into the spirituality. This is the combined energy. So I do feel like the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine are delving more into their spiritual path. They are committing to their spiritual path a little bit more. This is also about spiritual knowledge. So gaining spiritual knowledge and wisdom and studying and researching or whatever needs to be done to do that. This to me, sorry guys, my camera keeps shaking like that, but yeah, it's just in a weird spot, so I hope you don't mind. This card to me is also about new commitment, taking things to the next level. So whether it is actually happening in the physical reality or not, know that behind the scenes the relationship is kind of moving to higher commitment, higher to a higher space, like more commitment. It is moving forward to the next level. So let's just go ahead and start clarifying these because we're already into 36 minutes. So please tell me about the mind space of the Divine Masculine. We have 2 cards here clarifying. So that's what it is. He is putting in dedicated effort towards his materialistic world, towards this relationship. But the thing is, we actually had, if you remember, the him moving very, very slowly and finally beginning to open up, let go of something that he's been holding too close to his heart. So here, clarifying that, we have 2 cards. The first one is the reason why he is being, that's clear. I mean, he's being overcautious. He's been, overthinking this situation, not moving forward, because we have the 8 of Swords, right? He is caught up. He's feeling restricted. He's completely in his, consumed by his thoughts, not finding a way out of the situation, not finding a way, this is not finding a resolution to this. He doesn't know how to come forward, and in his mind, I mean, he's just thinking and thinking, and he just doesn't know how to come forward. And he's doing and he's doing that because he's refusing to face his fears, right? He's refusing. If you see this card, it is purple and blue. The blue represents the communication. This is the Moon in reverse. It talks about secrets. It talks about dreams. He is not, he's getting the dreams, but he's not believing them. He's just passing them off as regular dreams. The purple talks about intuitive, psychic abilities, intuitive connection with the divine, connection with source. And the blue talks about communication. And when it's in, and the black cloak, this man is walking. I mean, if you can see really closely, he is walking in his black cloak towards the sun, towards the moon. And that is about embracing the truth, and the truth coming out and the secrets coming out. And it talks about facing your fears, because the moon illuminates secrets which are, the truths which are not the most pleasant. It's kind of difficult to deal with. But when it's in the reverse, he's refusing to face his fears and accept this truth. And also the moon in reverse to me is silence. So yeah, he's definitely in his mind space. He's so caught up in his thoughts that he's wanting to just remain silent for the time being. In his heart space, please tell me about the 2 of Pentacles. We have the Temperance in reverse. So the Temperance is, of course, about I mean, to me, this is the universe, angels, God kind of guiding you when it's upright. It's about merging 2 energies into one. So this is a union card for me. It is also about having patience and keeping the calm and serenity, in your life, in your surroundings. But in his heart, he's trying to balance 2 energies here, right? He's trying to juggle something. Maybe his wealth. He's trying to juggle something that is, he's not being able to juggle right now. He's still juggling something in his heart space. He's still kind of undecided, and because of that, there is no union. right? In his heart, he definitely feels the love, but there is no union, there is no coming together, and spirit isn't helping him out in this situation. Spirit is saying, no, I'm not going to help you, because I think that you need to face your fears and accept the truth of the situation. But considering that he's not doing that currently, it's in his heart space, the divine is not helping him. He's also very impatient. He doesn't feel a peace and calm and serenity inside of himself. This is also about merging two energies into one, and it also talks about putting action and then receiving. The yin and the yang are here between the red and the these little stones that it's on this angel's hands here. And yeah, so he's not being able to balance that. There is no balance here of the two energies, right? That's what I'm getting here. There is no merging of the two energies here in his heart space. He's realizing that whatever, maybe he wants these two energies to work. And like I said, karmic situation. And guys, karmic situations are not always husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. They can be work partners. They can be, friends and family. And maybe he's wanting the divine feminine and, his karmic partner, whoever it is, could be a friend, a family member, to kind of come together and merge. Oh, but look what we have at the bottom of the deck. We have the Two of Cups right now, and it just went to that. So yeah, he's just juggling too much, and that's why there is no, in the heart space, there is no union. I mean, he feels like, these two energies cannot come together, right? He's feeling that he doesn't have the help of the universe. He can sense it in his heart, right? Please tell me about the Ace of Cups reversed. Please tell me about the Ace of Cups reversed in the spiritual space. Please tell me about the Ace. Yeah, he's stressed. He's stressed about, he's wanting a lot of action. He's wanting to kind of come forward with a lot of communication. This is a very, very spiritual card as well. I mean, he's wanting to have a lot of these spiritual epiphanies. He's probably feeling like, I don't know why I'm getting this, and I'm just going to say it. The divine masculine this week is feeling like, the divine is not with him. The divine is not helping him. He's wanting a lot of action. He has, he's wanting a lot to happen in his physical reality, in his, but this is the spiritual space. He's wanting communication. This is the Eight of Wands, about fast, swift action and communication. He wants to do that fast, but I feel like he's very, very stressed here because he feels like there is no love. The love is gone. There is unrequited love here, right? That's what he's feeling like. And so there is no communication. Definitely the divine masculine not coming forward unless he comes forward in the, let's see what happens in the, physical reality, in the physical space. So yeah, he's stressed. Spiritually, I mean, he's spiritually being guided that you need to be stressed, and divine is telling him you are losing this opportunity or you've lost it already. And for some divine masculines out there, that could be a reality, because the divine feminines are more and more, and I've been dealing with a lot of divine feminines who have the love in their heart and all of that, but they're beginning to just kind of move away. They're like, I'm gonna do me now. I'm not gonna wait around forever, but I'm just gonna do me now. Right? So and that's a good place to be, divine feminines. I mean, it's the best place to be. So the Three of Pentacles is in the physical space. So let's just go and clarify this. This is about talking together. This is sometimes about three-party situation. He's also getting appreciated for the work that he's put in, but this is more about, he could be an artist. You could be dealing with an artist, some of you, right? A painter, an actor, a musician, I don't know, an artist, someone like an artist, anyone, right? So the Three of Pentacles is about teamwork, and he's wanting teamwork with his divine feminine. Can you please tell me about the Three of Pentacles? Please tell me about the Three of Pentacles. Okay, So I don't know what kind of leap of faith he's going to take. And look, guys, at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Six of Cups. So yeah, in the physical reality, the divine masculine is also thinking about his divine feminine. They're both thinking about each other. So yeah, if you're wondering, does my divine masculine still think about me? Oh yes, he does. He has nostalgia about the good times as well. But yeah, clarifying the Three of Pentacles is the Fool. And this has been coming up a lot for my private readings as well. It's been coming up for my own readings as well. The Fool is, and it just doesn't, and it always comes out upright. It's not coming out reversed. So he's taking some sort of leap of faith, right? He's accepting. I mean, if you can see, all the zodiacs are around this Fool. You know, he's simplifying his life. He's you know, he's stepping away from the known, from that door there. He's kind of stepping away from the known into the unknown. So he is, in the physical reality, he is kind of making some sort of a move. I don't know if he's going to communicate with you, divine feminines, in this week, but because he's beginning to sense that, you know, in his mind, he's just too caught up. In his heart, he's just feeling like, you know, I'm not getting to union, and there's just, I'm just, you know, I'm juggling, right, juggling these energies, and my ships are beginning to come in, and spiritually he's beginning to realize that, you know, the love is lost, and there is no communication here. But he's taking some sort of leap of faith, you know. He's traveling light. He's simplifying his life. He's stepping away from the known into the unknown. He is taking some sort of steps to do that, right, in his physical reality. If it's with the karmic situation, maybe he's kind of stepping away from that. If it's a work situation, he's beginning to realize that, you know, if I do want this Three of Pentacles, if I do want to work, if I do want this teamwork with my divine feminine, I'm going to have to do something about it, right? I'm going to have to step away from the known and kind of move towards the unknown, take that leap of faith. This is also about keeping the faith. This is also about surrender. He is keeping the faith, guys. I mean, all of this is happening, but that is, he's surrendering. This is about surrender to the universe as well, and that is the hugest step for the divine masculines, because that's where he needs to go. He's beginning to surrender. He's beginning to ask the universe to show him the way, and he stepped out of that gate, that door that you can see. He's been stuck in there for so long that he's finally kind of moving away. And there's that crescent moon at the back. I don't know if you can see it. There we have it, right? The crescent moon at the back right here. And that is showing him, illuminating the truth, the secrets, all of that. He's holding a white flower, which is about purity, and, you know, in his hand right there. It's about purity, and it's about, you know, innocence. It's also about innocence. This card is about innocence. So he's trying to get to his innocent space. The feather on his head, you know, the red color feather, I don't know if you can see. That's about finding the courage to do it, and courage to do what he needs to do. And that wand in his hand is there to kind of, that's his determination. That's the action that he's going to take, and he's going to move forward. So yeah, that's amazing. So in the physical reality, there's definitely stuff that is happening, great stuff that is happening. And that is happening because of all of this stuff in his mental and his physical, mental and his heart space, where he's beginning to feel like he's lost this, right? And in his mind, he isn't facing his fears, and because of that, in the physical reality, but in the physical, he is taking the steps that are necessary. So let's just go into the divine feminine and see what's going on in her mental space. Please tell me, where is the divine feminine in mental space? Oh, I feel like the divine masculine and the divine feminine are mirroring each other, because we have the Ace of Cups here, again, reversed. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to take it far away there. The Ace of Cups, reversed again. So, yeah, this is a lack of self-love. We have 1111 here. Just so you guys know, we also have a 55 in this reading, which is about major changes coming in, guys. I mean, like, there is changes coming in. 55 for the divine feminine specifically, right? She in her mind space is you know, he could be right. I mean, you know, the divine masculine could be feeling correctly. The divine is probably giving him the right kind of intuition to kind of believe here that there is no love here, because the divine feminine, she doesn't have the determination with this 9 of Wands reversed. With this 9 of Wands reversed, she doesn't, I mean, she's tired, right? I mean, she does have the love in her heart, but you know, here she's like in her mind space going, I don't know. She's wanting communication with that Page of Pentacles. She's wanting, you know, with this Page of Pentacles, she's wanting, right? She's wanting an apology. But I feel like this is more than communication and apology. I think she's just kind of beginning to give up on this love life, right? Definitely the divine feminine is in her power. It's not like this is not about self-love to me. This to me is literally about no new start, right? This is about the unrequited love. I mean, she's focusing because her love was unrequited, right? That is what I'm getting here. Because this is the clarifier. This is the reason. This just elaborates. The main is she's giving up and she's in her mind space. She's not wanting to think about this anymore and concentrate and start something new in this next in this week coming up, because I mean, her love was unrequited. So she's moving on and doing that. Please tell me about the 6 of Cups. Oh, and the Tower. Right? She has nostalgia. She's thinking about the past. She's thinking about the times that she spent with her divine masculine, right? In her heart space. There is love there. But even in her heart space, I mean, she's gone through the Tower. She's going through the Tower. It's sudden. It's a big sudden change for her, you know, kind of moving away from thinking about her masculine all of the time to, you know, feeling like my love wasn't requited, so I'm just gonna move on and do me now, like think about me and just kind of build myself. And that is what this is, strengthening bonds, right? And yes, the divine masculine, I mean, these cards make complete sense that he's beginning to feel this love now suddenly, but I mean, and he's realizing, oh, what the hell, I mean, is it taken away from me? Do I not have that opportunity anymore? Because the divine feminine has gone through this sudden change, something that was unexpected, something in her physical reality, you know, this connection. I mean, she's gone through the Tower moment and she's going through it going, yeah, this is destroyed, this is done, this is finished, I just need to pick up the pieces and build again something else, something new, right? And that's where she is at. So she is nostalgic about it, but she is wanting to just kind of move ahead. She is nostalgic about it, no doubt, right? But she's wanting to it's sudden for her. This can also be that in her heart space someone does come around, someone from the past comes around back, and that is too sudden for her and she may not be ready to take him in. This could be a soulmate or someone from her past kind of coming in, you know, and that's very sudden and very destructive for her. Her world is, you know, this was her world. I mean, she's just been spending so much time kind of thinking about her divine masculine, and it's all destroyed now. Like it's blown up in the smoke. The Tower to me is also about receiving epiphanies. So through this nostalgia, she could be receiving some epiphanies as well, right? Okay, tell me about the Five of Swords, please. Please tell me about the Five of Swords. Too many cards want to just keep popping out for the Divine Feminine. She has lots to say this week. But yeah, we have the Queen of Cups reversed and the Two of Pentacles reversed. So it's possible, Divine Feminines, you know, at any cost, that was the main card, you know, finding a willing to compromise, right? This is in the spiritual space. You know that you want the compromise, but you're wanting to win this at any cost, right? And it's possible that for some of you, you also have, I mean, there's a lot of mirroring going on. You have the Two of Pentacles as well, and so does Divine Masculine. And the Divine Masculine is really feeling you because, you know, you have the clarifying Ace of Cups, and that is what he's spiritually getting. You know, the universe is telling him it's done, it's gone, there is no action, there is no movement here, right? Like there is unrequited love here, right? And that's what the Divine Feminine is feeling. And we did see the 2 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck when we were working on the Divine Masculine's clarifying cards as well. And the Divine Masculine is juggling some sort of 2 energies here, right? The karmic. I'm reading this in 2 ways. That you're not wanting, you know, you do want to compromise. You do not want to lose this at any cost. This could be Divine Feminine's own karmic situation, or sort of not being able to balance the in and the out, the money situation, the income versus expensive, or 2 energies in her own life. This could be that as well. But I feel like this is more of a mirroring of the Divine Masculine. He is wanting in his heart space to balance, juggle these 2 energies. But she's coming out of that. She's like, I don't want anything to do with this because I'm ready to compromise. I'm ready to find a win-win situation for both of you, you know, both of us. But I want to win at any cost. You know, it's all or nothing for me. Right, at any cost, I'm ready to do anything. So she's not willing to give into that juggling anymore. She's coming out of juggling these 2 energies and just kind of moving on, you know. I mean, she's like, I'm not juggling anymore. I'm done. I'm not playing anymore. That's what it is. And yeah, she's very emotional about the situation in her spiritual side, right? It's possible that she's not listening. The Queen of Cups, you Divine Feminines could be Pisces themselves. Some of you are a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. If it is, then I mean, this could be a special message for you if you are a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I am. And I definitely know that I'm in this kind of energy right now. So yeah, right. So this could be you not listening to your intuition, but to me this is always about not putting in the action. The Divine Feminine, this is the Divine Feminine right now, the very emotional intuition. She's very over emotional. She is very emotional about the situation. Yeah, she's going through the tower, but she's keeping her strength and building a new, right, building something stable and secure in her life. She's doing her, but she is very emotional about letting go of these situations and kind of moving on. But she is very over emotional about this. The Queen of Cups reversed to me is an over emotional queen, not being in control of her emotions. I mean, she may be having purging sessions, right, which is okay, guys. I mean, if you're purging, it's fine, because after you purge, you come into your power. So that's what this is. She may be purging here, but this is also not listening to your intuition, right? I mean, because this is a very intuitive queen. So the Queen of Cups is reversed. Yeah, she's not willing to offer her cup to anybody right now, right? She's done. She's walking away from both. If there were 2 people in her life, she's walking away from both. And let's clarify the physical reality. She is still fighting. She's fighting all the odds, right? She's coming out of this conflict, right? That her wish wasn't fulfilled. So that's okay. I mean, she's finding the strength. This is a very strong, very, very strong Divine Feminine. And I've been saying this from the start of my channel, ever since I've started channeling and picking up on the Divine Feminines. The Divine Feminines collective that I've been dealing with, they're very strong women. I mean, or men. I mean, can be either. They're fighting, they're standing, they're the last man standing, right? She's the last man standing. She's beginning to put in. Yeah, so please tell me about the physical reality. Can you please clarify this? Please clarify physical reality space. Oh God. Too many. Yeah. She's willing to fight for herself. She's willing to fight. This is a fight that she's fighting for herself, fighting for what she has built in her life, coming out of this inner outer conflict in her life. Yeah, her wish is not getting fulfilled, but look at that. The Nine of Cups is not getting fulfilled, but she has the Nine of Pentacles. She is enjoying her. She's being rewarded for all the hard work that she's done in her physical, materialistic space, right? In her physical reality, in her materialistic space, in her world, right? In her in her job, she's built this for herself and she's enjoying it. She's also enjoying her solidarity, like, solitude, time of this alone time. She's cherishing her alone time and she's enjoying the good things in life. She's saying, fuck this shit, I'm going to enjoy the good things in life. Sorry about my language, people, but that's the best way to kind of explain these energies, because I can sense it. I have the goosebumps right now, like just looking at these energies, because I can almost feel like this is where she's going to. She's saying, you know what, I'm doing me. I've been saying that from the start of this video. She is doing her now. She is just enjoying the luxuries, the beautiful things in life. She's the Nine of Pentacles. She's enjoying that. We did have two more cards that have come up here, so I'm going to take them both. Yeah, she's coming out of a stuck situation. She's coming out of self-sabotage. Whatever she was doing, being stuck in her thought process, it was feeling like self-sabotage to her. She's kind of moving on from there. She has changed her perspective in this situation, and that is why she is, she's ready to put in the fight. She's fighting for herself, standing up for herself, right? She doesn't have the determination to move forward in this relationship. The love, she's like, to hell with that, right? It's there. She's always going to feel that connection, but she's emotional about it. She's thinking about the past, and it's bringing a tower moment to her, but she doesn't want to lose. She's not wanting, she has the ability to bring a win-win situation to this, but if her divine masculine is just going to be stuck in this overthinking kind of situation, just keep thinking. I need to do this, I need to do that, and just keep getting, I grew up learning something, and it's a very good lesson that I learned in my life. I was taught by someone very, very important in my life that people who keep thinking, people who think a lot, there's nothing wrong with thinking a lot at some points in your life, but people who think a lot they just get stuck in their thoughts. It never replicates in the 3D, in their physical reality, because when you have a thought, you have to act on it. And that's what I'm feeling with the divine masculine right now, that yes, he's taking some steps in the physical reality and all of that, but in his mind, he's just overthinking the situation. I gotta do this. Okay, I need to get out of this karmic situation. I need to do this, and then I can move forward towards my divine feminine. But in order to do that, I need to do this first, and then I need to do that, and planning more of the plans, and then planning that more, and just being caught up in your thoughts. And that is what this is saying. He is caught up in his thoughts, and that's why he's not finding the way out. And this Eight of Swords literally talks about he can find the way out. There is a way out right in front, but he's choosing to be blind, right? To stay blindfolded, not facing his fears, because he's too scared to face his fears right now, right? But I guess he is taking some sort of leap of faith. We're just going to have to see what that is, right? What kind of leap of faith it is, whether it's going to translate. But the divine feminine is fighting for herself. She's coming out of this inner conflict. She knows that her wish has not been fulfilled. Like, yeah, there is no, she may drink. That's okay. Go party, have fun, right? Her wish is not getting fulfilled. But yeah, she's finding abundance, people. She's finding herself. She's being rewarded for all the hard work that she's put into her life, right? She's coming out, changing her perspective, coming out of this stuck situation, self-sabotage. She's been stuck in this place for too long. The Hangman is just, yeah, she's not pausing her life anymore. She's moving forward. She's moving forward. And she's moving forward fast and decisively. This could be about bringing the truth for some of you to the Divine Masculine. This could be about speaking your truth, moving forward in your truth, being blunt. This man is very, very, the Knight of Swords is very fast. I mean, it's the opposite of this. This is, the Divine Masculine is the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight in the deck, and he's reversed. So he's even slower. And this is the fastest moving knight in the deck. Yeah, he makes some mistakes on his way. Maybe he doesn't plan too much. But yeah, he just moves fast, decisively. The mind is sharp. He's blunt. He cuts off anything that's in the way, and he just moves fast. And this is upright. Okay? So she's moving fast, and for some of you this could be like bringing the truth to your Divine Masculine and actually talking, because you do have a page and then you have a sword here, the Knight of Swords as well. But what I'm really feeling is personally that this is very fast, decisive, swift action towards her dreams, towards her goals, towards building herself, towards enjoying her life, towards herself, right? That's what I'm getting through these energies, guys. And it's beautiful energies here, right? Especially for the Divine Feminine. The Divine Masculine still has a ways to go and work. He's only just about taking that first steps, and he's beginning to surrender, right? It's going to take some time to catch up with the Divine Feminine's pace here, right? We have a countersuit here at the bottom of the deck. We had the Divine, we had the Queen of Cups. So this week you're taking on the energy of the Divine Masculine is taking on the energy of the King of Cups. He's reversed too. So there's a lot of emotion about this, you know. They're both very over emotional. He's commitment phobic right now, because that's the overall energy. And this is that, you know, spiritually maybe it's clarifying the Hierophant here at the bottom of this deck. It's clarifying the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is about you know, spiritual awakening and knowledge and all of that. Like I said, right? So it's clarifying that, but he's not willing to commit in the physical, right? Like, this is commitment phobic. This is not sure if he can be loyal. This is someone who's not willing to give his loyalty. This is you know, someone who's very emotional to me, right? Over emotional. So he's wanting this it is advancing, maybe not in the physical reality, but it is advancing, because there is the Hierophant, but there is a lot of emotion regarding this. And for those of you who do have some sort of communication, I mean, if he does take the leap of faith, and this is about communication, like he surrenders and actually takes that leap of faith and talks, then unless these are about, you know, for the Divine Feminine, this is about him coming in. No, but he can. I mean, he's so slow. If you guys do talk, it would be a very, 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 very emotional conversation, because both of you are very emotional about this. But good for you, Divine Feminine and Divine Feminines. I mean, I'm so proud of you. The Divine Masculine is definitely feeling new love, and he's getting these epiphanies and things like that, but I don't feel like he's moving, right? So I'm just going to bring in the whispers of love, and pull one card for the Divine Masculine, one for the Divine Feminine, and then we'll go into some future energies, combined future energies here. So please give me one card for the Divine Masculine to see where he's at in the romantic space, right? Week of July 30th. Wow, this just really clarifies the Ace of, at the bottom of the deck, guys, we have consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are, and that's what I just said. He's commitment phobic, He doesn't want to commit right now. He's commitment phobic. He may be commitment phobic to everything in his life right now. And here's what it is. You have a lot of ones here. So you have the 11, right? 11 on the top and 11 in one for the Divine Masculine, and they're both the Ace of Cups. So yeah, I mean, this is 11 and 5. So major changes for the Divine Feminine here. But right here we have true love. This is what the Divine Masculine is feeling. I don't know if he's acting on it. I mean, he's taking some sort of action in the physical reality, but this is true love. This love is a once in a lifetime love. He's realized that this is his true love. This is a once in a lifetime love, right? That is how he is feeling right now with this connection. So that's great. I mean, it's great. It's great, but there's no movement. It's pretty beautiful though. I mean, be gentle, Divine Feminines, even if you're moving on and doing your thing. I mean, you are coming up as the Queen of Cups, so I do feel like you will be very sensitive and gentle, because be gentle. Be gentle, because the Divine Masculines are going through a lot. They're not as advanced spiritually as you are, but they're going through a lot. Anyways, one card for the Divine Feminine, please, for the week of July 30th to August 5th. One card romantically. One card. Nothing wants to come out. She's so done. One card, please. And then we have 3 cards that came out. Okay, I will take all 3. At the bottom of the deck, before I go into the Divine Feminines, there is rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take breaks. So I feel like this is combined energy. So yeah, there is love, but we're both taking a break from that for the time being. The Divine Masculine has too much going on, and the Divine Feminine is just working on herself. So the first one is listen with your heart. Yeah, that's what I meant. I mean, don't get so much into your physical reality that you forget the emotional side of this connection. I mean, it's very, very important to keep your heart open, right? And not break that connection. Listen with your heart. It says you are listening to what is being said to you, but need to listen with a loving heart, right? You are listening to the divine. This is what I'm getting. You are listening to the divine. You're following your purpose and everything, but still keep your heart open. Listen to everything. I mean, if the Divine Masculine does come forward for few of you, keep your heart open and listen with your heart, because that's why we are Divine Feminines, right? And I know that I'm in that space that yes, I am moving ahead and everything, but I do have the compassion in my heart. I mean, the love never goes away, right? It never dies. But here's what it is. That's another one, guys. I mean, we have another one here. And the number 33 is coming up in the next card too. So yeah, Divine Feminines, you are on a roll. So the next card we have is look at your pattern in relationships. It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. So yeah, maybe there is something that the Divine Feminines need to kind of look within themselves and see. Are they pushing their Divine Masculines away energetically with all this very forceful energy? Right? Keep your heart open, guys. I mean, like, is there a pattern that you're repeating in this cycle? Something that you've done in other relationships? This is a call to be able to, this is a need to look at that. And I feel like the Divine Feminines are already looking at all of that. And the last card we have here, the number 33. I don't know if you can see it, but it says appreciate this moment. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. So no matter how hard the situation is for you, what I'm getting from this is that you are able to find appreciation and love for it, right? No matter how hard the situation is, you're able to find that. Now these beautiful little kipper cards that I have, this is I've been trying to connect with these energies. So this usually kind of shows me the stuff that we don't see, that I'm not seeing, and this is combined energy. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull a few cards as combined energy and see what the future holds for us, or what the divine wants to tell us in the situation. What is it that the divine wants to tell us in this situation for this week? What does the divine want us to know? Right? Mature woman. Anything else? Imprisonment. Please. I feel like this one wanted to come out, sorry. Okay. Overall energy at the bottom of the deck here is this toil and labor card. These are beautiful cards, by the way. Shivoham Sherry's Findi Seiko Keeper cards. I'm just loving them. Take some time to kind of connect with these energies, but yeah, that card, toil and labor, talks about I feel like these are separate and these are separate. It talks about you know, having to do something that, yeah, you're not wanting to do. It's just like get up daily, go for your job, do your work, get paid. I mean, you have to do it, toil and labor, risk yourself sometimes to do that kind of work, but you gotta do what you gotta do kind of energy here, right? What I'm getting here is we have 3 cards, and then those 2 would be read separately, and that's a 222, guys. And it is for the divine feminine here, because this is the main female. This is the divine feminine here showing up. I feel like those are separate and these are separate, but yeah, it could be together. I'm going to read them together. We have the mature woman, unexpected income, and these cards are usually read together. They're not separated. One affects the other. It kind of tells a story. Imprisonment, right? Main female, this is the divine feminine in this deck, and official person, right? So here's the thing, right? There are a few ways of reading this. I'm just going to go ahead and clarify this for you, talk about this. Now, there is some sort of help here, right? It could be another woman for the wife or the karmic relationship as well. Some sort of unexpected, either news, it doesn't have to be income, some sort of unexpected news and sudden news about this could you know, could come to you. And I think we saw the tower, right? The tower happen. We saw the tower, which was unexpected stuff that is happening. You know, it's not expected. Okay, sorry people, the video is so long. I just lost the battery on my camera there, and I'm back again. But we're just ending up this reading, and while I was transferring the footage onto my laptop, I also wanted to pull a clarifier as I was looking here, and the clarifying card that came out for the Shivoham Sherry fortune telling cards is Great Fortune, and this is the best card of the deck. I mean, it cannot get better than this. So it's not necessarily about fortune, it's just about abundance. But I'm just gonna go break it up. There are a few ways of reading this. This mature woman is the first card, and this could be a helpful and these are combined energies, so this could be a helpful woman, someone older, doesn't have to be, but someone who is you know, a helpful woman in this situation. Could be a mother or a friend or someone like that who is you know, she's usually a mature woman who has maturity, and she could be an unexpected help in this situation in this week, right? She could bring either some sort of unexpected income, definitely for the divine feminines, we're seeing that, or this does not necessarily, unexpected income is not always about income. It is a small gesture, but it could be a message, a sign, a synchronicity, anything like that you could receive. This could also, for some of you who are dealing with karmic situations, this is the other woman, this is the wife, this is the karmic. So you could be finding out about another woman in this week, and that is and that comes as an unexpected person to you, because when I was actually clarifying, when I pulled out that clarifying card, at the bottom of the deck, we ended up with a message of concern. So whatever this message is, you could receive some sort of a message. It doesn't have to be a literal message. This could be a concerning message for the divine masculine or the divine feminine, or both, right? So this is what I'm getting here, is that this is a concerning situation. It's a message of concern. So you could receive either some sort of a message, or you could receive it concerns you, but don't worry, because the clarifying card is the Great Fortune card, and I'll explain that in a bit. It just brings the intensity of everything down, and it just makes it better. It just converts all the negativity into positivity. So the thing is that this could, for some of you, be this other woman, and because of that, the next card is imprisonment. So the divine masculine feels imprisoned in the situation, bonded, no freedom. But but what I'm getting here is that the divine, but here what I'm mostly actually getting, more than the karmic situation, and it could be both as well, that this is a helpful woman, right? Who could bring you some unexpected news or information regarding this situation. And this can be for the divine masculine or the divine feminine, right? This could be a mature woman in the divine feminine's life that could bring some unexpected information to the divine masculine, right? Or it could be the karmic. It could be another woman, which is unexpected. It's a message of concern. That could be it as well, and that is what is making him feel bonded. And this unexpected message, this unexpected small gesture, could be something that makes you realize why the divine masculine is or the divine feminine is feeling bonded or imprisoned. Imprisonment is not literally about imprisonment, but it could be for some of you. And I don't know if you're dealing with a divine counterpart who is going to serve sentence, but I don't think so. I mean, I hope not, but I think this is more about just feeling bonded and feeling closed in, not feeling free to be able to act. And we did have that toil and labor card. This could also be regarding a work situation where they feel bound to their work situation, and because of which they but this is whatever this news is regarding the bondage, regarding whatever it is, it's got to do it's either going to be brought by a mature woman, or it is just someone who is the wife. I mean, she is the wife in this deck, right? Like who is the karmic situation in this right? It could also just be a mature woman who brings you a sign, like maturity, right? Like someone mature just brings you something unexpected. It's a small gesture, a small gift, and which kind of makes you realize that your divine counterpart is bonded, or makes you feel bonded to a particular situation. Maybe the divine feminine wants to move ahead, but she doesn't feel free to do that. She feels bonded to this connection, and it comes as an unexpected surprise. And we did have the Tower card, which is unexpected, so something from the past, right? And then we have the divine feminine showing up. So it could be that the divine feminine feels bonded in this connection, because these cards usually are read together, and I'm still wrapping my head around them. They're new, but maybe the divine feminine or the divine feminine learns about this, but I'm getting more that the divine feminine feels bonded in the situation for whatever reason. But also the next card, which is 222, if we put these together, it's 222, is again for the divine feminine. So she's getting a lot of number synchronicities. She's coming into her power. The official person could be an actual person, an official person in her life, but this is mostly about boundaries. The official person talks about boundaries, and just whether you like it or not, this situation is going to come to pass, is what they're saying. It's the rules, the boundaries, the strict laws, having to follow that. And it's not really it doesn't have to be a person card. This is just saying that the divine feminine is coming into her power. Like she's been feeling bonded, right? Like she's if it's regarding this unexpected news or an unexpected help from someone who's mature or some other woman in the situation, it makes her feel bound to a particular situation, makes her feel bound to this situation maybe. But take it how it resonates. There are many ways of reading this. But this is the main female is the divine feminine. She is definitely coming into her power. This is what this is kind of saying. And don't worry about the situation too much. I mean, it is a message of concern. It is something, but don't worry about it too much, because clarifying all of these, I asked for a clarifier to make sure to see where it's going. We have the best card in the deck. It's the Great Fortune card. This talks about pretty much great fortune. So you could come into, I mean, we had the Nine of Pentacles for the divine feminine right here, and that Nine of Pentacles talks about abundance as well. A lot of money. I mean, it's not the 10, but it is the 9, enjoying luxury. But this is really kind of talking about, because this mature woman is in front of unexpected income, this to me is a help, right? She's a helpful woman. She's always a helpful woman, right? Like unless she is next to some deceiving cards. But there is some sort of bondage. This is a helpful woman who could bring you some information, or could bring you some sort of thing regarding some sort of bondage. You could learn about why the divine masculine is feeling so bonded. It could be regarding a karmic situation as well, or it could just be because of just because of work, because we had the toil and labor as well. I mean, he doesn't like what he's doing, but he has to put in the work because he has to make ends meet. And this is a message of concern. All of this stuff is a message for concern for both of you, right? The divine feminine is definitely stepping into her power and authority and becoming, strong and confident, and just like this military man, and she's laying down some strong, strict rules for herself and this connection. But don't worry about this concern, because once again, I've said this like 10 times. The Great Fortune card could be about great fortune, but this is basically about abundance and happiness and everything good. Like when this card comes out with any other cards, no matter how challenging they are, there are more challenging cards than the ones that we have on this board here. Terribly challenging cards. I mean, tarot doesn't even kind of go there in these decks. But even next to that, this kind of diminishes its effects and just kind of almost nullifies them. So it's not a big deal. Like, this is happening. This is your fortune. This is what is, the unexpected. This is what is unseen. This is what we don't know. That is what these cards kind of signify. But it's not a big deal, because there is something great at the end of it, something beautiful, something wonderful that is coming together at the end of it. And because of that, it just nullifies the effect of all of this stuff. So I mean, yeah, it's the best card to kind of end the reading with. So I'm pretty happy about that. Yes, some up and down kind of energy, very expected with the blood moon happening tomorrow. I mean, I'm recording this on Thursday, so with the blood moon, I'd love to know how it resonated with you guys. I mean, and I also would love to know how the blood moon turned out for you guys. I mean, reach out to me via email. My email is in the description box below. Once again, if you'd like a personal reading, reach out to me through that as well. I do a bunch of different kinds of readings. Past life would be a good one to get. And if you want help with your own twin flame situation, not just through readings, even through, you know, helping you find your life purpose, your life path, your, I mean, any sort of help that you need with your twin flame connection, some sort of healing energies, all of that stuff I do. So yeah, reach out to me. But yeah, with this reading, I mean, it's resonating with me a lot. The divine feminines are definitely coming into their power. Great to see that. I mean, great. It's a straightforward energy. I mean, nothing much to read there. The divine masculines are still kind of working through that, but at least they're seeing the love, and they've known that for a while. They're taking the leap of faith towards something, surrendering towards something. And of course, they're feeling bonded, so be nice to them. There is up and down energy here, but what do? That's just what energies is all about, right? I am going to come back and try to do the monthlies, which are my general tarot readings. General, I mean, I try to do generals, but I feel like the divine always makes those love readings for me for some reason, or relationship readings for me, because I guess that's what the divine wants me to focus on. So I try. So I'm going to try again. I didn't do the mid-monthlies for July, but I will do the monthlies for August. Before the 1st of August, I'll try to get them out for sure. I'm just delayed on this because I have too much going on in my other, I'm a filmmaker, as all of you know, and I have a lot going on with that as well. I'm trying to, I mean, this is making a lot of sense to me. I mean, the divine feminines, because I am kind of working on a few projects here and there, and kind of trying to build myself up with a couple of things, putting my hands into, getting my hands dirty with a few things here and there as well, exploring outside of my comfort zone, right, exploring a little bit outside of my comfort zone as well to do things. So and it's pretty exciting. So yeah, so that's been keeping me pretty busy as well. It kind of pays the bills as well. So yeah, I've been following divine guidance though, and I recommend that you do that as well, and you'll get where you need to go. Divine masculines, if you're watching, I mean, it's okay. Everybody has their own pace, and you don't need to catch up with the divine feminines pace, but it's, you're on the right path. You're doing what needs to be done. Just, you know, hang in there. It's gonna come. You're gonna get the peace that you're looking for, because I feel like they're just looking for peace and calm. Nonetheless, guys, that's my reading for you guys. I hope it resonated. Let me know. Reach out to me. And keep showering me with your love and support. I love you so much. I love you guys just so much, and I'm here for you guys if you need me, right? It's my life purpose, it's my life path to help people get in their power and find their power and their strength, and move on and keep moving forward in life. So thank you. This has been a very long reading, but I hope it resonates. I love you all. Take care, and I will see you back soon with my other readings. And yeah, good night and Shivoham. I've seen places, I've seen people.